What's happening? Chips.
Yum.
Yum. Potatoes they made off. I got a green one here, look. Cardiff green. Look at that.
Nice one.
Oh, I won't be eating that one.
I would have had that one, Martin.
Oh no, don't have a green.
Well, we just had a pretty cool day of activism.
Yeah, man. Not what you'd expect. Max Sargent turns up, a few other people.
Yeah, that was pretty mad.
I don't know. Who else?
And yeah, meeting Mark Sargent actually in the flesh, just a regular guy, and affable, I would say, is the word that comes to mind. And
yeah, he's a nice guy, man.
yeah, and sorry, I should have told you I was going to turn the camera on.
I'll do that anyway.
I'll put this on later, but yeah, just affable guy, and
Check the fasces up on the building. Do you see in between the windows? They got
Yeah.
a fasces in between every single window.
oh yeah, so
you
they
see
do.
that?
So they do.
Yeah, no.
And then they built something afterwards. What's on top of that seems to have come later. Like this is what they often do.
Shells. The seafood.
This, of course, is Cardiff, and I'm with Martin Liedtke. And around here is the usual incredible structures that belie a history that we haven't really been told about. It's just fascinating. It's one of the fascinating parts of our story. I'm always amazed.
Right, let me
by
just give
that.
you a
Look
bit
at
of
that one.
history. Now, this is a better bit of history. Behind us here is Cardiff Market. Now, this place here I'm going to show you now, right, is where basically Marconi had his college. He stayed here, he lived in Cardiff, and he did the first ever apparent radio communication across the Atlantic. And there's the college there on the first and second floor. And if you look outside, they have binary, zeros and ones. Point it up there.
Oh,
David,
whoa,
you see it?
I've got to turn the camera
So that's the
around.
Marconi College, where the first ever transatlantic from Lavernock Point in Cardiff went out. Apparently in the official narrative. Bullshit. And then this is a doorway for giants with a big Phoenician.
I mean,
eagle over it.
yeah, they just made all this extra effort simply because they might have had a big donkey come through one day. Oh, look at that, Martin's stuck in the doorway. Oh dear, mate.
That's Cardiff Mag with the
Wow.
Phoenicians.
That'll make-
recess,
that'll-
with binaries as well.
That puts things in perspective,
Right?
eh?
And this one, the Alchemist, right?
Wow.
This is Lee Flat Earth British's favourite Cardiff pub, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Where's
came
he
here-
today?
Well, he visited me here in Cardiff. He came here
He didn't
first
know
with
I
his
was
lovely
coming. He
wife.
didn't know I was coming. Sorry, mate.
I know. And there's one in every city. They got one. I've seen one in Nottingham as well. But look at the Phoenician architecture outside, brother.
Wow.
Check the.
Wow.
Wow. And it's called the Alchemist as well. So the owner or the architect or whoever knows the score completely.
Wow.
Amazing, isn't it?
Wow. Unfortunately, it's not amazing. Everyone's story, but we've all got our own story that seems to run, you know? And I shouldn't be telling you what your story is, and you shouldn't be telling me what my story is. I think if we are being honorable and doing the best that we can in the way that we can, and that actually includes striving to be the better man.
Millennium Stadium.
Oh, yeah. And some Tartarian red brick. Being the better man or the better person. And that's what we're meant to be doing here, you know? So it's not all about beating the drum. It's doing that inner work, I think. And, you know, doing
Work
the
in
growth.
process.
Yeah, we're all a work in process, and there's no harm in saying shit. You know,
Fuck no, I always state it all
I
the
come
time.
from the dark ages, man. I've come from some dark
We
places.
don't even know where we're going. It's just an awakening process, brother.
Yeah, and I'm wanting to move through that darker process, that darker period, and go, shit, you know, it doesn't need to be like that. We are actually still one, and we are meant to find our way back to that eventually. And we'll only do that when we can kind of come to peace with people doing things in different ways. But I guess if we haven't done that work inside, and we haven't become the higher self, then perhaps we're always going to be coming at it from just maybe the wrong angle. But who am I to say? Martin, it's been fucking epic with you today.
Sorry,
my
I'm just
friend.
digging the Phoenician architecture. Yeah, thanks. Been epic, actually. Epic
Yeah,
day
yeah,
today. Really
and
good
yeah,
hanging out
and
with Flat
you know,
Earthers, obviously.
props to old Jason, you know, for
Yeah, man.
all the work that he's done on
Wow.
putting this tour together. Roxanne and Robin too get a mention, but you know, Jason was telling me a bit more of the backstory, and I'm like, shit, man.
A lot of effort to do that all day. It's quite drawing on the soul, like, you know, when you get people with negative
Oh
intent.
man, you know, so there is a lot of that, and
It ain't
perhaps
easy.
if people can help out a bit with the, you know, the project, as it were. And
Definitely. I
In-
think on my spot. It's a brilliant thing, beautiful thing.
I would certainly recommend that. Would certainly recommend that. And
thousands walk through there today, brother.
yeah.
so-
Well, I mean, you know, for me it wasn't. You know,
that
we're going that way.
Where's your bus?
I thought it was on the other side of. But if you know where there's
No, I
the
don't.
bus,
I don't know where it is.
okay, I've got to find the bus.
Oh, no.
I'll go and find the bus. But look at this beautiful castle behind us. Cardiff Castle. Absolute stunner. And yeah, and just to finish off and say, you know, how cool it was for Mark Sargent to actually, you know, be putting out some time in the field, as it were. I think this was, he said to me, it was his first, his first real field action here on tour. So, you know, props to the man, and you know, let him do his thing. I say we should be all encouraging each other. You don't see much of that, but we should be encouraging each other. You know, encouraging the channels to grow. Yeah, you know, sharing stuff out so as we, you know, and I could do better on that. But you know, sharing stuff out. So that's what I think we, you know, that's what I've learned this last little while. Yeah, the bus is up this way, mate. We can walk up this way.
Go, that's where we'll go.
We can, for me anyway, is to try and operate at that like improved version of self. And yeah.
I always say, I say on a weekly basis, I say to friends and that, I'm just a work in process. I ain't nowhere near there, and I never will be either. But you know, this unlocking process, this unplugging process, you know, is the reinvention. It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And in difficult times, in difficult situation, you know, for a lot of us, you know.
The only way I go with it is
difficult
just
background.
be love, and just show everyone compassion and, you know, empathy and care. And I don't think you can go wrong. That's what I'm finding. I get epic days because of a result of doing this. You know, go out with positive intent, up a vibration, spread the love. Every day's really good fun, man. I have a great time. You know, I'm gonna dance on wherever I am. I don't give a shit. And people will join you. They will lighten up. It's just incredible. I'm not really bothered about that. But yeah, it's working, David. It's working.
Spread the love, and
Spread the love.
that's all we got to do, and be, you know, trying to be that bit.
But that's always what I've been
more like
about,
that.
haven't I, with my flat earth British, is I'm I come from a spiritual angle, you know.
Yeah.
Because I'm a very spiritual person.
Yeah.
I feel it. I guess spidey sense is tingling and shit, you know. I feel a lot.
Yeah.
So I know
Hey, Brian.
when things are afoot.
Would you like a bag of hot chips?
I fucking starved.
There you go,
I
my friend.
bet you fucking have, bruv.
I'm homeless. I'm trying to get no B&B or
I
hostel.
was starving just now.
No B&B or hostel to get off the street.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, man.
I actually have got no money at all.
Anything at all.
I got a bit of
I've got
change
like
in
20
my
cents.
Help me.
No, I got a bit of change.
God bless you, boys. You can spare.
You take care, brother.
John, I am.
One
What's your
love.
name?
Joe, I'm Dave.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Dave. This is my friend
I'm
Martin.
John, Irish John, boy.
We're here, we're here
in
in Cardiff today, telling people that
I'm
we
trying to get enough for a drink, right? But do me a favour, right?
Yeah.
Being honest with you.
yeah.
I'm not
I mean,
going there,
alcoholic.
no, because that'd be killed. No, I did
Okay.
that stupid
Don't
shit
kill,
before.
don't kill,
bro.
don't
we'll,
No, man, I did it with someone I cared
Yeah,
about.
but
It
enjoy the
just kill
chips.
you off, bruv.
Enjoy the chips, man. They're nice and hot, John. Take care, man.
Listen to your liver, bruv. I don't want it.
Well, we've all got our own journeys to walk, you know, and John's got his journey to walk.
Bruv, please.
And you know, you hope for John to kind of make it and, you know, sort his shit out. But only John can do that for him. If I had the time, I'm making for the bus now, but if I had the time, you know, but he's so drunk, that guy, to try and give him information about his divinity, waste of time, almost, you know.
He just
but-
wants to die. I asked him
He's got-
to have a word of his liver. He said,
Yeah.
my liver's fucked. I said, well, stop drinking then. He just gives me this sympathetic look, like, you know, that I'm supposed to feel sorry for him because he's killing himself.
Well, you know, it's tough, but
It is.
this system is designed to fucking test us, you know. I think that's the thing.
I've seen him
designed to
perform
test
that
us.
exact same fucking dialectic of
So-
killing yourself.
Well, that's what they're doing. We're doing to ourselves with this. He's a shill, she's a shill, and all this shit. You know,
but
let's focus on what is.
negative intent, isn't it?
Yeah,
It
man.
just causes, you know, that chat feeds. You've seen them, haven't you? And everyone come up with bullshit. You know, walk with me now. Have a word with me now. I'm the fucking, just fucking me. Like,
Yeah.
you know, have a fucking hang out with me. Find out what it's all about. Life, you know, getting out there with people. Yeah, it's all bullshit, man. We just out here, that's all. And we're not sitting in the house talking fucking about it.
You said it, man. Oh, and we're actually just wanting to be making this about, you know, the true human story, you know, the divinity within and all that.
No ego.
I don't want to get run
bullshit,
over.
man. No ego and bullshit, brothers.
Yeah. Oh,
Hang on, Dread. Hang on, lady.
I have to stop.
on.
We're kind of in the road, yeah.
Person. There you are.
No.
See that animal wall?
Oh yeah, this is. What do you put this down to, Mark?
Well, they said that when we were investing in our major docks for the biggest coal port on earth, they wouldn't invest in a zoo. So Bristol had the zoo, and we had an animal wall. And they invested in that crazy big castle behind you.
But this doesn't look to me. It could be like
Going
later.
the wrong way
Could
to
it
go
come
anywhere where you wanted.
I'm sure that it was through this park,
Oh,
and then
Really?
back at this park.
but excellent, because this is my best place in the world.
All right.
We got standing stones in here. I showed Wise up once. They got
Yeah.
bits of wood petrified in it. In the
wow.
stone.
Wow.
Yeah. Chunks of wood. Showing that it may be wood once.
Wow. Well,
No.
I wonder
Which
if I'll
probably would.
have enough memory on my phone to film it. Anyway,
It's just by here.
yeah, I'm sure this is where fairly
Sure?
sure this is where I came through, and I went into the Angel Hotel for a
Yeah.
freshen up when I came
Oh,
in.
it's really expensive, but they got the
Just
Angel Vaults.
They didn't charge me for the toilet.
didn't they?
Use the toilet. No, I just
Right.
made out like I belonged there. Well, I kind of do,
Surprising.
really. Don't we all?
So this is Butte Park, given to
Uh-huh.
us by the basically Marquis of Butte in the Victorian era. The idea was that it was never to be built on ever in our whole reality. So basically, it never got built on, but it's the most beautiful place. One of the best parks that I would say, like
Wow.
that I can think of.
Oh, those are the
So
stones.
many rare species of trees, so much
Yeah,
going
they're
on.
beautiful.
Bob Marley played in here.
Oh,
Yeah, man, he had a stage up by then, man. Bob Marley played here, 72. We had loads of big gigs here, like famous people in here. They got a massive field there that goes all the way up to Lambeth. So it's probably about 2 miles long field. Not even joking.
Wow.
It's like Central fucking Park, yeah. There's a stone
Oh.
circle there, bro.
stone circle.
Yeah, man. I got photographs of this in the Victorian era, and it's where the Druids in Wales done their symbolic sacrifice, and there's a sacrificial altar in the middle, and they were literally you can watch, you know, fucking screenshots from the 50s of these like doing altar sacrifices.
Whoa.
The people will get up and walk away, but they're still doing